What's up, family? Back at it once again. Um, I just want to talk to y'all about one thing in particular, um, and that is how we have evidence that be right in our faces and we don't see it for what it is because we've been blinded by belief. So when you're blinded by belief, you tend to use words and phrases that you really don't understand because your eyes ain't been open. Here's a prime example of that, right? You got the story of Adam and Eve. And if you remember anything about the story, you remember when the serpent told them and gave them information that was basically knowledge. They came into the knowledge that they were naked and they went to cover themselves. Well, it's allegorical, right? It's allegorical and true to a certain extent. The allegorical portion of it is when you come into knowledge, you realize what how naked you've been. When you come into knowledge, you realize that the nakedness is your ignorance. So you put on clothing. The clothing and cloth is the cloth of knowledge and wisdom. See? See? This is what nobody's really breaking down to you. So you got a lot of people that is rejecting knowledge and walking around this bitch naked and don't even realize it. That's the allegorical part about it. The true part about it is the fact that when you study the ancient tablets, you find out that there's some truth to the Adam and Eve story in the sense that Adam and Eve were actually created in a laboratory. That laboratory is called Eden, Edin. And me telling that story, I'm not making this shit up. This is in the Emerald Tablets, right? See, that was the extra piece of the puzzle that was missing from the whole biblical story as to the wake up that's been taking place over time. So now more information is being revealed to correlate with the information that's already been presented. And if you don't already have a foundation of biblical knowledge and esoteric knowledge before running into the Emerald Tablets, then you might be lost in the sauce for real. It could do more damage than good. But thankfully, you got somebody here who understands it all, who's been studying, so that that I could break it down and help you understand what's really going on, right? Prior to the Emerald Tablets coming up, we already had a foundational blueprint that said that religion was false. We had all of the allegories and and concepts of the biblical text already deciphered for the most part. But then here come these tablets that just puts the icing on the cake. These Emerald Tablets, the compendium of the Emerald Tablets by Billy Carson just breaks it down eloquently. But at the same time, you still need a foundation of the original story in order to understand this new one, right? Because there's layers of this shit that's going on right now that I'm realizing and seeing. Layers of information and knowledge. And if you don't have discernment, you don't have a mind to think of your own because it's been hijacked, you're going to have a hard time with this information. And this is why I'm making these videos, so to give some understanding as to what's really going on. Like I said, the nakedness is your ignorance. See, these beings, Adam and Eve, that was created through genetic splicing, right? Laboratory experiments, the shit that they did in ancient times, because people think that now is the time of excellence, of greatness, not realizing that we had a golden age, not realizing that we had times in the past where we was well beyond the place we at right now, that we really fell and we just now starting to get back up. This is the problem. When you don't have a foundational blueprint or outlook of the past, when you neglect to go back into the past and see how we got to this point and where we was before. No diving is being done. You done got burnt out on school, on learning. School system done burnt you out. They sent you into the job market, and all you care about now is feeding your family and putting food on the table and having some fun, working hard and playing hard. That's all the fuck niggas be doing. That's all I see. Motherfuckers work hard and play hard. Where's the smart work at? Where's the investment in yourself? When do you finally realize that the reason you work hard and play hard is because you don't know no goddamn better? When you gonna realize that shit? That ain't what the fuck you was born to do. But you know, you wouldn't know that shit, right? Because this the program you've been put under. This the spell you've been put under. Gospel. You're under the gospel spell, the God spell. The God spell. So there it is once again, right in your face. Some evidence that you're being lied to. We can go in and we're going to talk about Thoth, right? That's Thoth. Thoth. Tahuti. It's another name for him. He got a lot of different names. Okay. This guy, Thoth. Once you learn about this guy, you understand where a lot of this biblical text come from. Because it's all correlating together. It's all connected to the religion right now that people are practicing. It's not that Thoth created the religion. It's the information about Thoth that was plagiarized and put into the Bible. This is what's going on. Information about these people, these Anunnaki beings, these Atlanteans from outer space, right? That have been deified. What does it mean to be deified? To be made a god. To be worshipped. That's what a deity is. See, a lot of the scholars I understand, and I know they talk And they use words and phrases. And because people been so biblicized and in church all their damn life, they don't understand the words that's being spoken and what they really mean. So you get lost in the sauce and you reject what you don't understand. Now I'm trying to make it understandable for you. You understand? Because at the end of the day, you need to understand what the hell this shit it is, what is going on, so that you can wake your ass up. Like I said before, it's layers to this shit. So the people that woke up to this knowledge as well outside of our race took advantage of this knowledge and used the knowledge that they found, that they took and stole, because all the knowledge that they had was already in the Library of Alexandria. Everything about Thoth, the Emerald Tablets, all of the information at one point was in the Library of Alexandria. Okay? All of that information got stolen from the Library of Alexandria and ended up where? In the Vatican. We're not going to sugarcoat this shit no more. All of the information from the Library of Alexandria in Kemet, which is the original name of Egypt, was stolen. The library got burnt down with the emphasis that all the information was burned with it. This is what they're telling people. That all the information that was in the Library of Alexandria when they burned it got burnt with it. And that's a lie. That's a complete lie. The burn up was a cover up. 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 Let's burn this bitch down so we can say all the information, all the books, all the knowledge, all the tablets was destroyed. Meanwhile, we go tuck this shit off in the Vatican and hoard it and keep it for ourselves over time. While we take our time and decipher what it is that's in these tablets and ledgers and papyruses and scrolls. Because all that scrolls, all that come out of Africa and Kemet. All the knowledge and wisdom come out of Africa. Not some of it, all of it. Every single solitary drop. That's why they gave you all them white forefathers and all these white history people of America. They gave you American history. Because it complements the white power structure. They couldn't give you all of that black power information. Why? Because if that you had all that power and black power information, it'll make you powerful. And they don't need no powerful people of color. We can't control powerful people of color that know who they are and where they come from and how brilliant they are. We can't have that and still keep our motherfucking position and still keep our power and have these people bowing to our religion and our money. They're not gonna do it. When they find out about this shit here, they're gonna create their own money and their own power. And they're gonna want their land back. And they're gonna demand it collectively. And when they come together, there ain't gonna be shit we could do with them. Nothing. And this is what they're afraid of. What I'm telling you right now is that whenever that collective wake up, that sleeping giant is awakened, their day of rulership is over. It's over for them. This is what you need to know. You under a God's spell that was created by the powers that be to keep you asleep. It's time to wake up. This is not a game. It's not a game. The jig is up. The jig is up, y'all. You got time to keep on playing about this shit. And then I'm all on Facebook dropping jewels, and motherfuckers is sweeping over it like it ain't shit because it don't fit into their bubble. See, now I got to get in your face. Now I got to get in your face and stay in it. So you can see that, you can look into my eyes and you can feel my soul and my spirit, baby. I'm not playing about this. This shit ain't no joke. This is a serious information and business going on around here, man. They got a serious foothold on the people, on your mind. Got you motherfuckers running around here acting all willy-nilly over this raggedy ass dollars with these dead ass presidents on it. Goddamn Doja Cat talking about what? Bitch. Paint the city red. You'd rather be famous instead. Paint the city red? I'd rather be famous instead, bitch. What? Y'all don't see the... And then you watch the fucking video, this bitch off the goddamn chain. In there with the Grim Reaper. Riding on demonic ass goddamn animals and shit. Eyeballs all over the goddamn place. Bitch, pop one out, pop one back in. Like this bitch is really on some demonic shit right on television, right for you to tune into. When you realize that energy is the frequency is the power, then you'll realize that you have the power to bring the frequency. And this is what people choosing to do with their power, is tap into a low frequency. Because it ain't no heaven or hell or God or the devil other than the God or devil or the heaven and hell that's in you. Did you hear what I just said? There's no heaven or hell, God or devil, but the heaven or hell or the God or devil that's in you. That's where they fucked you at. They got you thinking out there instead of thinking in here. You think everything's out there. You think God's up there and the devil's down there. Well, no, fool. God is in here and the devil's in here, right inside of you. Heaven is in you. Hell is in you. depending on which direction you choose to go and who the fuck you choose to be. You gonna be a devil or angel, bitch? You gonna be good or bad, motherfucker? What you gonna do? What side of the fence is you gonna be on? You gonna be a god or a devil? Doja Cat told you she gonna be a devil. She's a bad little devil. Y'all don't get it? Y'all still don't get it, huh? That's how powerful you are. You have the power to be God. You have the power to be the devil. You can choose to be heavenly or you can choose to be a hellish motherfucker. It's that goddamn simple. You motherfuckers want to make it all complex and believe this bullshit these motherfuckers done sold you on. This is part one. It's more to come. I ain't done. I ain't nowhere near finished with this shit. I'm gonna dive into them tablets. I'm gonna start reading this book. Okay? Eventually, I'm gonna start reading this book and recording those readings for you to listen to because I know your punk ass too goddamn lazy to pick it up and read it your goddamn self. But you just might tune in a little bit here and there just to hear some shit, right? Just to soak your mind on something. Yeah, I'm a motherfucker, I know. But this is what your ass need. Somebody ain't gonna keep on patting you on your back and bullshitting you and playing with you. Man, I got time for that bullshit, man. When you were learning about them telomere caps and how our lifespan was shortened to 120 years, you realize you don't really have that much time. You don't have time to be wasting. What is 120 years ain't shit. You don't have no goddamn time to waste around and play. Half of us don't even see 100 and goddamn 20. Because of the goddamn system and the way they fucking us over with the food and the water and poisoning every goddamn thing. You can't even wash your ass now without the soap being tainted or the goddamn brush your teeth without the fluoride fucking up your third eye, your pineal gland, and all kind of shit off in your body. It's time to wake up, y'all. If we don't get this motherfucking shit together and be accountable for this planet and which way it's going, and stop letting these other motherfuckers tell us how to fucking live, then we're going to continue to be stepped on. We're going to continue to be third, fourth, and fifth class motherfucking citizens. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. They already created this LGBT movement, LGBTQP, and beyond. They got a whole Supreme Court justice. 4 laws got passed for them in 4 years of Obama administration. We didn't get 4 laws passed in 400 as black people. That should tell y'all niggas something about this agenda. This is an agenda. Major movement just happened right under your goddamn nose. You motherfuckers want to sit around and be passive. Working hard and playing hard. Missing the whole goddamn boat. Being distracted watching the news. Instead of tapping in to your soul and your spirit and to the minds of the scholars to understand what's really going on this planet. Everything seemed to go right over your head because you've been stuck in the matrix. You still stuck in it. You thought it was a joke. You thought the movie Matrix was a joke. No, nigga, everything that be sci-fi that they tell you ain't real, be that real deal Holyfield shit. That's what you fools don't realize, man. They put it right in your goddamn face and put some sci-fi shit on it. You get a motherfucker like me come and tell you the real, and then tell you they label it conspiracy theorist and tell you it's a conspiracy theory. No, bitch, these facts, nigga. Y'all niggas better wake up. Y'all niggas better wake the fuck up. The aliens coming, so-called aliens that y'all keep talking to, they coming. They been here before. The time that they was here before is nothing. It's this time, this 10,000 years is like 10 seconds to them because they eternal. Just like they talk about God as eternal. That's who they is. They not gods though. They just from a different realm. They haven't been capped on like us. That's why they deified them. That's why our ancient ancestors deified them. Okay? Because all the technology and wisdom that they came with was far advanced, far exceeded our knowledge of everything, dude. It was just mind blowing. Mind blowing. Can you imagine having your mind blown and shown different technologies and things you would think a motherfucker was a god too? They coming with some goddamn shit you never seen in your motherfucking life and blowing your motherfucking wig every time you turn around. They got devices and all kind of shit. You primitive. You eating off the ground. You eating off the berries and the trees and living off the earth. Living in huts. These motherfuckers come in and teach you about technology and electricity and how to build pyramids. Gave you the science of biology, the makeup of the body, the makeup of the stars, the moon, the quasars, nigga, the circumference of the earth. They dropped it all on you. Dropped it. That's how they got deified. And once they gave you the game, you became just as powerful and the God yourself. And this is where the God concept came in at. Because you graduated. You graduated. You elevated your mind to a God frequency. We are gods, baby. Well, we potential gods. Because if you don't know, you can't go, right? This is why we making these videos. This is why we trying to get y'all to understand. You can't tap into your God mode and be ignorant. You can't. You can try all you want to. You can run around here talking about you a God. But you doing stupid, ignorant ass shit, you ain't no God. You ain't aware of the situation, you ain't no God. And this is why when we refer to people as gods and we try to enlighten people and I say, what's up, God? They be like, I ain't no God, nigga. What's wrong with you? I ain't God. God is, see, because you've been bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked. Run amok, like Malcolm said. Part 2 coming soon. Peace.